Whenever we are talking about rules of Islam about women, one blame of non-Muslim must come in top, that is about hijab. And media is also promoting this issue with very bad face. They are trying to give the concept of hijab to people like this, that hijab is promoting terrorism in society. Sometimes they say that hijab is old-fashioned and immodesty is modern fashion. Sometimes they say that hijab is against freedom. Sometimes they say that hijab stops us from development. These are the objections due to which we can see the large number of Muslims. They even left wearing hijab. And also many non-Muslim, now they have fear and hate with hijab. But today, let's know the reality of these objections. Dr. Joe Dispenza is a psychoscientist. He said in his book, You Are the Placebo, that whenever a human is watching something in society, he starts thinking about that. And after this, the belief also comes in the result of think. And the commitments and emotions obey the belief. And this is how the action comes in a result of emotions. Today, media follow this concept exactly. Media and those people who are showing themselves as lovers for humanity, but in reality, they are the actual enemies of humanity. So these people define hijab to people as a fun, as a sign of terrorism, as a sign of poverty and destructions. And they show immodesty as a sign of happiness, peace and development. And media is promoting these people. And those Muslims and non-Muslim who are using social media, they start hating hijab. Dear brothers and sisters, when Islam ordered about hijab, it is not for promoting terrorism, but to stop terrorism. Before understanding this, let me ask one question from you. Is raping women terrorism or not? Of course it is. And if you see the crimes of these terrorisms, it is more in European countries, where people are not wearing hijab. In those countries where people are using hijab, the rate of this terrorism is very less. You know that today's media promoting human sexual desires in the form of movies or pornography, due to which the affected people, when they see beautiful women somewhere, then the bad desires raised in them. And many times for completion of desires, they are not caring and raping women, which is totally terrorism. So Islam ordered women for hijab to get safety from these terrorists, because when they will not be able to see women, so how they will do commitment to any bad way? So this is why hijab is not for promoting terrorism, but for getting safety from terrorism. Some people blame hijab because of old fashion. Here the question is this right to ignore hijab because of its old culture? If it is like this, then why the bait preachers don't object sari, which have a history over than 5,000 years? And today even the progressive women in India use this dress with a proud. Why these people don't object chiton, which have a history over than 3,000 years, and still it is a modern fashion? But hijab, which have a few hundreds years history, why people are blaming this hijab by the name of old fashion? Sometimes these protests who are against Islam, they blame that hijab is against freedom. But in Europe, when women with hijab is brutalized by people, what kind of freedom is this? Marwa Quakas, she was a lawyer in a parliament. On the May 2, 1999, she was gotten out from parliament just by doing niqab. So what kind of freedom is this that people cannot wear dress of his own wish? Sometimes people object hijab for this, that it stop us from development. Is this make any logic that hijab affect our development? To understand this, let's listen to the parliamentary woman in Austria, Martha Bisman.
Hat sich irgendwas verändert? Bin ich nicht nach wie vor die Martha Bisman, Diplom-Ingenieurin, Umweltexpertin, Nationalratsabgeordnete?
Many scientists, even they were using simple dresses because it is better to wear good dress, but dress can never affect our development. Royana Aslam, she was a Muslim medical student. With wearing hijab, she got 18 gold medals in medical, which was a world record. If hijab is the cause of stop in development, then why Royana Aslam got 18 gold medals? Dear sisters, these bait preachers, when they are preaching against hijab, they are not thinking about your development or happiness, but they are doing all these things for the completion of satanic missions, which is destroying humanity with immodesty. And Islam ordered to women for saving them from these actual terrorists.